Hey fam, it's your girl here, Taban Sakai of God's on a mission. How is everybody doing on this beautiful day? Beautiful day. Oh well, it is beautiful, okay? On this beautiful day that the God of glory has created in you. If my hand is not steady, fam, understand that I'm just holding my phone up. And this is literally my view right now. That's what I'm looking at this point. This is my favorite spot where I just like to hang out, and I'm not alone. There's just a couple of people that have come out to just enjoy what's left, or sort of like technically what is kind of like left or gonna be left of the summer, because winter is fast approaching. But yeah, we are grateful to the Lord for everything, and don't mind, that's my groceries there at the back, fam. You know what I'm saying? Girl had to be out to run some errands. So I hope that you guys are well. I hope you are blessed. And there's a word that I really would like to share, fam, and this word comes from, the Lord has just been dropping it in my spirit for a while now, and He's talking about us just being on God, especially in the days we live in, about the love of money. God is really serious about the love of money because it is the root of all evil. There's so much evil. If you are a South African, I'm sure you've caught wind of this. If you have not, you will, I guess, at some point, because there's multiple trending stories since there's been specialized investigations happening with very high-profile individuals where they are being caught in a jam. Millions and millions of rands being stolen, being laundered, fraud everywhere. It's just a lot, to a point where people's assets are being confiscated. They are literally just being frozen. And this spills over to other individuals as well who are very famous and on multiple social media platforms, influencers, celebrities, if you may. And it is that time, it is that season. I remember when the Lord gave me the word to be like, yeah, we are in a season of exposure. I think He spoke this in 2023. I think it was the end of 2023. He was speaking about exposing everything, because the God of glory does say there's nothing that is hidden out of His sight, and everything is going to be exposed. And when I say everything, I mean like everything, okay? Individuals, family members, businesses, organizations, governments, the list goes on. Things are going to be exposed, and I think we are just getting started on that. Which brings me to really what the message is about today. The God of glory is just reminding us as His children to really guard against the love of money. Really, to operate from a place of gratitude, to always have that attitude of gratefulness towards the Lord. Be thankful for what we have, essentially. Just be content and satisfied with what you have. There are times when we have little, there are times when we have much. Apostle Paul speaks about it. He has mastered the art of being content. He had mastered the art of being content with and without, when he had plenty and when he had little. And that is the most powerful thing right there. We shouldn't be controlled by our circumstances. What your bank account says, what is in your fridge, what is coming in month end, because our source, who is God, owns the silver and the gold. He owns everything that is on the earth. So for us to sit and almost like panic, about, Lord, what's going to become of me and month end, I guess it's almost like speaks to a lack of faith. He says, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. I'll touch on that passage of scripture now that He gave me in the book of Hebrews chapter 13. And for us to really intentionally run away from the love of money, it's literally what the God of glory says. It says, flee from the love of money. That is, resist and run away. Completely remove yourself from that. I'm going to read it quickly. Hebrews 13 verse 5, it says, keep your life, in fact, he says, keep your life free from love of money, and be content with what you have, for He has said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. And I know with social media and just so many things that we're being bombarded with, majority of which is just lies, fake lifestyles and all that nonsense that's been sold, you can begin to just not enjoy where you are, and not enjoy even the little things. I'm about to go and get myself ice cream, and then be on my way out. I am literally just enjoying the weather today. It is so nice, family. Like, I'm literally just enjoying myself. It's just this moment of just allowing the sun to hit your face. I don't have makeup on today because I want the sun to hit my face. I want it to bake my skin. Okay, so girl is going all the way. I'm going rogue. All natural, and I'm loving it. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. But yeah, the God of glory, says, yeah, keep from the love of money. Be content with what you have. Be grateful for what you have. Trust the Lord with all of your heart. Depend on Him completely. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will never leave you. You'll always be straightening your paths. and he will go ahead of you. He will be your rear guard, and God has vouched that he will never leave us. It's a covenant. There's a covenantal promise. He will never leave us nor forsake us. So who is it that we should fear? If God is for us, who can be against us? And Proverbs 13:11, I also love this passage of scripture, speaks about wealth that is gained dishonestly, how it, as quickly as it comes in, it leaves just at the same speed. So the God of glory is saying, little by little, is how you should really aspire to amass what the God of glory has instructed you to amass. He says he's the one that gives us the ability or the strength to create wealth. You know what I'm saying? There is bad money, and then there's good money. There's evil money, and then there's blessed money, And we are seeing the people that are the wicked ones that are running around now, being exposed from wicked gains, and how the enemy has come to collect, because he will borrow you that car and then he will come and collect because he stole it. So what do you think is going to happen? It'll be stolen back. If it's God's blessings, it remains from generation to generation. Really, it remains from generation to generation, because it's God who preserves it, who protects it, because he's the one that who gave it, and God is not a thief. He doesn't need to steal from anybody to give it to you, because people's monies have been stolen, fam. I'm a taxpayer in South Africa, so our money has been taken by certain individuals, and the devil stole our tax money so that they can go and buy a car, and now he's coming to take it all back. That's not a blessing, that's a curse. Proverbs 13:11 says, wealth from get rich quick schemes quickly disappears. Wealth from hard work grows over time. That's what that is, because God says, I will bless the works of your hands. He didn't say I will bless the material possessions or the monies that you steal from innocent people. That's not what the God of glory says. He says, I will bless the works of your hands. And he says, you will receive my favor, and I will grant you favor from men. Not Apostle Paul, King David prays about it. May I receive favor in the sight of the Lord and in the sight of men. Favor comes from God. Wealth, true wealth, comes from God, and that stays generation to generation. And God preserves it, and he keeps it. He protects it, and he will expand your territory. There is no need to compromise one's integrity or to trade it for money. It's just not worth it. Some things are literally just not worth it, fam. Really. If you're in a season of lack, because it's this too shall pass, it's a period of time where God is probably testing your faith. That's really what that is. I remember during my days of not enough, or just about enough, or lack, if you want to put it loosely, because I've lacked nothing. I don't want to lie, fam. I haven't lacked anything from the Lord. Maybe I would have not consumed as much back then based on where I was financially, but I never went to bed hungry. I never not needed a place to stay. God has always been there consistently providing for my every need. Never went without clothing. I've always had enough, and I'm so thankful to the Lord for that. So thankful. The food, like, if you got food in your fridge right now, you are blessed. If you go close to where, you are blessed. You got a comfortable bed to sleep in, you are blessed. You got a home, a roof over your head, you are blessed. Very blessed. So stop looking around at who's doing what, and because these things that we are kind of like supposedly admiring, or the lifestyle that we are aspiring to, most of it is just not real, fam. Most of it is stolen money. Like, we've come to discover that us here in South Africa, our tax money has been taken by some ninjas. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. Now you see, I'm holding this so awkward now, because these ninjas took our money, tax money, fam. Like, when I say tax money, I mean like tax money, okay? They stole. Oh Lord, they stole. And now they are getting exposed, and everybody wants to act brand new. What are you acting brand new about? You're out there stealing. I mean, come on now. And the God of glory says, when a thief gets caught, he should pay 7 times what they stole. I say, let justice be served. That's what's up. That is what is up. I say, let justice be served. Because, man, the sufferings that, as ordinary people here, I'll speak about my country, South Africa, have endured because of these thieves, unprecedented. It's incredibly crazy. And if you're South African, you will relate. You know exactly what I'm talking about. There's just a lot. Millions and millions of rands gone missing. Taxpayers' money, hard-earned tax that should have been, used to service us, service delivery, has been on almost zero. because of thieves like this. I say let justice be served. That is what that is. I mean, what is